Welcome to Think Out Free Your Imagination. This podcast is about the imagination of me, Jennifer Purcell, and other neurodivergents and neurotypicals, and how our imagination is still vivid because we are neurodivergent, and about my imagination I used to have when I was little and bringing it to life and sharing it with you. I hope that you enjoy this first episode and that you will be inspired to email me if you want to be interviewed about your imagination that you had when you were little. I will put my email in the podcast description for you. Good evening. So tonight's episode will be about how crafters find inspiration. I love knitting and learning how to do new things like sewing and crocheting. The first article is titled, How do you find inspiration for crafting? Some ideas to get you going. From Love Form Homemade. Quote, as any craft enthusiast will tell you, inspiration comes from, well, just about anywhere. Colors, textures, lights, and sounds flood our world daily. If you're in the creative zone, you're never more than one dappling leaf or shimmering puddle away from your next bright idea. If you can't get into the creative zone, however, it can be frustrating at best. Get moving. A busy body makes a tired mind. Sometimes it's not a creative block, but a lack of focus that is hampering you. Rather than a lack of ideas, you might have too many ideas rattling around in your mind. Excuse me. Trying to organize them to pull out any single thought or idea can be frustrating or discouraging. 2. Take a break from creating and absorb for a while. As enjoyable as it is, creativity and crafting also can be mentally exhausting at times. It might not feel like it at the time, but creating something out of fresh air from a vague idea takes a lot of processing power. Sometimes your brain just wants to sit back, relax, and watch someone else do the work. 3. Change your backdrop. We all love our cozy craft corners, but staying in there feeling trapped when you're blocked isn't a great way to spend an afternoon, and certainly isn't productive. They say a change in scenery is as good as a rest. So grab your boots and the family dog and take in some fresh air and local scenery. 4. If you can't organize your mind, organize your craft room. If mental organization is lacking, the physical organization often can strike a balance. Make the most of your enforced downtime and take the opportunity to clean up your craft room. Aside from the therapeutic benefits of organizing and decluttering, you might even find some supplies that you'd forgotten about that heighten your senses. Inspiration and ideas can attach to material things. Looking through old works and craft supplies just might trigger an idea that you find filed away in the recess of your mind. Get Pinterested. We love Pinterest, really, who doesn't? So simple with so many ideas and so many clipboards. Pinterest is the ultimate tool for gathering ideas and inspiration without forcing yourself to remember where you saw them. Scroll, pin, and walk away. You might not realize it, but the ideas will start moving from the back of your mind, simmering until the next burst of enthusiasm has you wielding a crafting knife again. Creativity Lucky Dip. Number 6. If you need some divine intervention, how about a fun game of craft Lucky Dip? Keep a jar handy with little slips of paper that mention colors, craft materials, themes, or anything else you can bring to life. When you're blocked, simply close your eyes, pull 2 or 3 pieces of paper out of the jar, and get started. Sometimes too many choices can clutter and shutter your creativity. Having the impression that you're being told what to use, even if it's been by a piece of paper, can give you direction and help you focus. Last one, 7. Get connected. Turn to your friends and your creative community. Taking the time to talk to others and appreciate their work can light that fire inside you. No man or woman is an island. Inspiration comes from the works and ideas of a global crafting community. Harness the power of social media to stay connected globally. Harness the positive powers of social media to stay connected and motivated. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. This one is pretty short, but keep it short and sweet is good sometimes. And also, it's short because I have had a migraine for 7 weeks now. So, um, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to do long episodes. But what I also find is helpful with being creative, and I think writing is a craft that is sometimes hard for me to do podcast scripts, I'll admit that. And what I do is often I'll look up articles like one I referenced today because they'll inspire me and help me write about that topic, whatever it may be. Um, or I'll just take a break from podcasting for a week like I did last week because it was a holiday week. And I spent most of that week writing scripts actually because I was a little bit behind on that. Um, and that helped me because it was like, oh, I can take a week off. It's my own show. I can do whatever I want. So that helped. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. And I hope that you will gain something from that article of different ways that you can be creative. So again, the ideas were: 1, get moving, take a break from creating, absorb for a while was the second one. Third was change your backdrop. 4 was if you can't organize your mind, organize your craft room. That's the fourth one. 5th was get Pinterested, so use Pinterest. 6 was creative lucky dip. That was that jar with paper and colors that are on the paper or something that you can bring to life that's inanimate. And number 7 was get connected with your friends. So again, I hope you had happy holidays with Thanksgiving last week, and I hope that you continue to have good holidays. Bye. I hope that this week's episode of Think Out for Your Imagination brought new ideas to your mind and reminded you of when you were little and would imagine and pretend and play with your friends or yourself and create games in your mind and just be a kid and have fun, and what it's like to dream it and do that and be able to be a little kid again and you know believe in things like fairy tales and mermaids and wonderful creatures. I will talk to you next Thursday.